Welcome to Salon Scheduler. This is step 4. We're going to show you how to make appointments and check out. Because at this point, if you finished steps 1, 2, and 3, you're looking at the scheduler screen with names across the top, each employee. And you're also able to see a column for each employee and the color of those employee columns. You've already established that and changed it. Okay. We're going to look at various options later on, but let's just go ahead and look into how to book an appointment. If you want to book an appointment, say for Michael Jackson, you just tap anywhere under Michael Jackson's name and a widget's going to pop up. Now on this widget, there's 3 important items: the services being offered, the customer name, and the date and time of the appointment. Okay. To change the date and time of the appointment, let's say it's at 4:30. You just tap the 4 and the 30. Okay. That would be an appointment for 4:30. You can change it to 3:30 if you'd like. If you want to change the date, you can tap on it and you can change the date. Okay. And then, so that's the first element you want to do, is pick the date and time of the appointment. Okay. The second thing you want to do is you want to pick the customer that's being, the appointment's being made for. You can do a search for the customer and you can pick the customer that way, or you can tap to add new customer and you can add a new customer. Okay. So I'm going to tap to add new customer. You give the customer a first name, a last name, and a cell phone. That's the only 3 bits of information that are required, and you tap add, and you'd have a new customer in the system. Okay. But if you don't add a customer and you pick an existing customer, you tap on their name. When you tap on their name, you're going to see any priority notes that the customer has pop up. And you're going to see a bunch of information about the customer. You're going to see who they prefer, who they're referred by, but you can also change other settings on the referred by. You can add a card on file. You can add a new note, and you can also view their history. Okay, their history will be their Clover order history, as well as their appointment history, as well as their no-show history. Okay, so you can see it all. If you want to see more detail, you can actually tap on the orders on a Clover device, and you'll see all the details. You can issue refunds or whatever else you want. Tap the back arrow right here, and you're back in the scheduler. Okay, so you're able to see all the information on the customer that you need. There's also a shortcut to be able to see the history. We'll show you that in the options section. Okay, last thing you do for an appointment, so after you specify date and time and a customer, is you add these services. In this case, let's say I had a men's haircut and a men's pedicure. This pedicure had an add-on, which I'm just going to choose that. And let's say that the men's pedicure is done by a different employee. You can tap edit, and you can choose change employee and choose a different employee to do that particular service. So you get the times and the services. Let's say that the pedicure and the haircut are happening at the same time. You can tap edit and you can tap parallel with next service. See, now this service and this service will happen parallel with each other instead of, so like if I choose a children's haircut, if I choose a children's haircut now, it'll parallel it with the service that's already chosen. Let's say I pick a women's haircut. Okay. Well, there you go. See how it's paralleling it. Okay. So that's a parallel feature. You can also choose to edit the duration, like manually change what it's set for, change the ordering of the services. You can add a sub-customer, which really is just a label that you want on the appointment. It's not really a customer, but it is a label that you can use like a sub-customer. Maybe like if you're a pet shop or something, you could use that also. We also have the ability to assign to an employee instead of change employee. What assign to does is you can give an appointment to another employee to perform, but it'll still leave it in the column that it's in currently. It'll move it to the employee that you assign it to, but it'll still leave the column that it was booked under as busy online scheduling. Okay. That's useful, like if you have an item instead of an employee name that you're scheduling, then that item would remain busy, but you could assign it to an employee. Okay. If you have more questions about that, just make sure you ask us when you text us when you're done with this section on making appointments. Okay. But that's it. Pick your services, your customer, and the date and time of the appointment, and you tap done, and we're going to confirm, and you're going to make the appointment like that. Okay. Later on, it's just telling you that the appointment's in the past, so we're not going to send out a reminder. This is just an example. After you make the appointment, see that RR right there? That means that this customer has a preference on which employee they want to schedule with. So that you just need to, that just lets you know that, okay? The icons right here, if it's an open envelope, that means a text message has not gone out. If it's a closed envelope, it means the text message was sent out. If it's a clipboard with an X, It means that the customer is requesting, they got their reminder and they're requesting to cancel the appointment. Okay, that's just a request to cancel, and you can decide what you want to do. You could cancel, you could delete the appointment, you could annul the appointment. Okay, and so if somebody canceled, for example, you could tap delete. If you delete it, it means it's permanently gone off your record books. Annul means to no longer show it, but keep it in your record books. Okay, but so if you see a clipboard with an X, it's a request to cancel from the customer, and you have to decide what to do about it. You could also call the customer back and reschedule with them if you'd like. If you see a clipboard with a question mark, it means that they've responded to their text message with some kind of statement which will appear on the appointment. And if it's too long, you can always tap on the customer's name, and you'll see that what they responded to right here in their notes. Okay. Now also, if you see a clipboard with a check mark on it, that means the customer confirmed the appointment. If you see multiple check marks, that means that it tells you the number of reminders that have gone out for the appointment. Okay, so you can also choose, once the appointment's made, you can tap on the appointment, and you can, again, I showed you, you can delete the appointment or annul it. The other thing you can do is you can lock it. All that means is you have to unlock it before you can make changes. It's just an extra step of protection. You can add a note, a customer note, or an appointment-specific note. An appointment-specific note would be like for a tattoo shop where you want the appointment just for that particular appointment. You don't want to carry it on for future notes for a customer. Customer notes follow the customer. Appointment notes only stick with the appointment. Okay. You can print out that particular appointment, and you'll get a little printout. And under the options, you can set how many note lines you print out and what information's on that little printout that comes out. You can see the details of the appointment, which is when it was made. You can also turn on the track appointment, which will give you who made the changes. We don't recommend you turn that on because it makes the employee have to enter a PIN code every time they make a change. It gets kind of old for a lot of employees really fast. Okay, you can make a new appointment if if they're finished and you just want to create a new appointment. It'll pick up all the changes, all the things that the customer wanted, and you can make a new one with those same same details on it, and you can add a new date. Okay, you can also choose an action. The action could be you could mark the customer with a particular custom color. I'll show you that. See, so you can choose a custom color. Color 1 or color 2, which you can set up under merchant settings, or you can pick pink or purple, which are preset. Okay, so that's one thing you can do as an action. You can also manually confirm. That's different than if the customer confirmed from their text message. This would be like if you have a front desk person and they're calling and you want to mark it as such. Okay, you can text a request for a review. This is only available on our platinum plans, or you can get it as a custom add-on to your current plan. Just text us and let us know you want to send out a custom. This is basically like a follow-up text message after a customer has been checked out. And you can text us and we'll show you, we can help create a custom plan for you. Or you can get a platinum plan and this is part of that plan and we can help you set it up. Okay. You can collect a cash deposit, or if the customer has a card on file, you would see that you would have the ability to choose which card and you can charge a deposit to that card on file. Okay. Also, if their customer is a no-show, you can tap on no-show. And if this customer had a card on file, you'd see a little $ in front, which would mean that they pre-agreed to pay a no-show fee. And when you tap on no-show, we'll ask you if you want to charge that customer the no-show fee. And if you tap yes, we'll charge your card. We'll create a Clover order and we'll charge their card. And that Clover order, we'll give you the Clover order number, but you can view that Clover order by going to the Clover Orders app, and you can see all the details, and you can also do like a refund or something if you need to. Okay, we're going to talk more about that in a separate step, but those are all the actions you can take. You can either, if you just collect a cash deposit, you can just put the money in your drawer and just mark the appointment. The reason the deposit's important is later on when you tap checkout, if a deposit has been paid, then we'll add a discount to the appointment for the amount that's already been prepaid. Okay. If you want to check out multiple appointments, then tap Add to Basket. Okay. Then every appointment that you tap Add to Basket on, or then every appointment you can tap Add to Basket. It's saying delete from basket because these are just two parts of the same appointment. But you can add every appointment to Add to Basket and then tap Checkout on the last appointment, and we'll just check out every appointment all together, like multiple appointments at the same time. Okay. But let's say you just want to check out a particular appointment. You tap on the appointment, and you're going to tap checkout. Okay, right there. Okay, and see, this one had a variable priced item on it, and we're asking the price of the item because variable priced items, if you did not specify the price under the employee settings for that particular item, then we'll ask you for the price of the item before you check out. Okay, and then what we do when you tap checkout is we take you to the Clover register. We add every item that they've purchased and the who performed each item. This is important for the commissions. Okay, and then we leave you here because that way you can add on other items. You know, for example, you might want to sell them something else. Upsell of different products or whatever. You can add those. You can also add discounts, like an order discount or line item discount. You know, you can tap on it and add a discount. But whatever you're doing there, when you're done with getting the order ready, you can tap pay. You can tender the transaction, use your gift cards, whatever you do, loyalty, everything is still the same. After you pay for the transaction, you would tap the back arrow right here, and you're back on the scheduler. There's also a way you can automatically go back if you don't want to press the back arrow. Okay, but so that's how you would work with appointments. Now the checkout feature right there, again, we showed it to you. You tap on an appointment and you're going to tap checkout. You can tap multiple items and then tap checkout. But again, remember what happens when you tap checkout is we're creating a Clover order and we're putting you on the Clover orders on the register. You can see each of your Clover orders using the Orders app. See, and you're going to see each item that you paid for and everything right here, okay? You're going to see who did each item, okay? Now, if you can also view all of your orders from the register, okay, which you can tap on the register and just tap orders. You can search for orders on the search right here. And so when we give you an order number, you can search for that order using the orders right here, okay? So now what I want you to do is go ahead and try it out. Try to make an appointment. Make sure you feel comfortable making appointments. And then after you do, write down your questions if you have any. We want you to text us, okay, with your questions. Just say you're done with step 4 and text us at 469-269-2053 with your questions about making appointments. And we're going to help you answer your questions about making appointments. There are a lot of options we're going to show you in a future video here coming up. So just keep going if you have questions about some options. But again, text us 469-269-2053. If you come and let us know you've finished learning how to work with appointments, we'll get you ready for the next step. Thank you.